Alright guys, this is Stolzy and today I'm bringing you guys another video on BOTB. The results have just come out about an hour ago when I'm recording this. I woke up at the exact same time the YouTube video went live pretty much. Did keep getting up a couple of hours before in case I may have got a phone call, like a WhatsApp call at midday, but wasn't to be. So first of all, congrats to the winner, Ray Marsh. Hopefully he's going to keep the car. It seems it's going to be that way, so good on BOTB and good on him. A lot of us are going to take the cash alternative though, I think. Even if I win a Nissan GTR, I think I'm going to end up taking the cash alternative because you could get a pre-owned one for like 15,000-20,000 less, and yeah, that's a lot of money still. Or I might, go into hot hatch territory because that's where most of my car interest is anyway. But yeah, here's my coordinates. My closest one was 100 pixels away. Yeah, on the X, and the Y was even higher up. There's a YouTube channel which I want to shout out. I mean, they're going pretty good at the minute anyway, but it's BOTB for Gujarati. I told them about my my so close video in their comments, and they actually came and checked it out, so I appreciate that a lot. But they said, if it goes off to the right, it's going to be higher, and if it goes off to the left, it's going to be lower. That's just basic trajectory. And so, that's kind of how my points already were going. Like my first free ticket, I put all the way over here because I thought from a 3D angle it might look over here, but they've actually put it right up here. And someone in the comment section, who I think I've seen in some of the comment sections of the guys, who do the live streams, Chutney, he says, it's absolutely shocking, terrible judging, and he's said for transparency reasons publish a heat map of all players' tickets. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but it would be good to see where the majority of people go. But at the same time, you usually have to be the exact pixel, so it's going to be absolutely peppered. Yeah, so I don't know, but let's see. I'm gonna watch the judging in this video, and I'm also gonna go through all the previous weeks and then look at this week's picture with all that taken into account and see, with a quick couple of minutes where I think the coordinate is, because all the people who've won it say do not overthink the picture, just spend 10-15 minutes on it and be done with it, and get on with the rest of your life for the week. So don't keep looking back at it day after day, refine your coordinates. I mean, that's how I actually ended up getting my closest. Here's my full res picture as well, which I might use for the thumbnail. I for sure thought, I'm going to do this quickly before we look at the judging. I for sure thought this was bang on, and I may only be like a couple of pixels out, so I did something like this. Okay, that's not even working yet. I did something like this, and then like that, and then now I know I probably went too low, but that is how I came up with my coordinates. And yeah, I did try to match the full, this was the first attempt I had here to the right, doing the full res to the actual BOTB thing. Then I looked at it a bit more and I was like, nah, it's probably a bit more left, because all the people in Cam's stream, the first one actually went all the way over here on this black bar, and then it shifted to the right the second time he asked for coordinates. So I don't know, but let's see how the judges, I'm actually going to do this in a minute, so I was going to say let's see how the judges goes with my lines, but I'm going to do it for all the pictures for the last 8 or 9 dream car midweeks. So yeah, let's look at the judging real quick. Well, 1 like, 3 dislikes. I am gobsmacked, Chutney says. Guy in White's body, head is tilted to the right. Yeah, I mean, I agree slightly, I'm sure my point was bang on, but it is what it is. Let's I don't know if they took someone out for the average as well. He went really far right. That was my theory. But no. What is that? No points over here. This is where I put it, in this white area.
The eyes were looking in different direction.
Let me see how they drew this line from the white guy, because I'm confused.
Below, I shall draw some lines in. Excuse me. First up from this player in white.
Look, you can see. No, man. Like, look at the magnifier.
Excuse me. First up from this player in white.
Look. The ball, the reflection of the ball is right there. It is not from the middle of his eye or from the left side of his eye. That is that's miles off. I mean, yeah. So this judge is out into space. These two are also out into space. It's definitely more right. The average doesn't look too bad there, but
turning around a little bit further over. And then from this player, his eyes aren't very clear.
There's no way it's this high up.
You can still see the pupils.
I understand, like, you know, it's probably a pretty powerful header, but
and again, there's myself.
This is crazy high.
And that is the calculated.
From a 3D perspective, that looks stupid.
And as you can see, mine is outside the circle completely, as is Liam. So Liam, I'll come to you first. You're sort of on the same trajectory.
Let me. Okay, so the blue coordinate, is it going to get removed?
His eyebrows.
Low our opinion really with, I think.
Why I come to where I.
Okay, the blue coordinate did get removed, and that made it even higher up. But it did shift it to the right, which is,
I think,
good.
A good average of our choices.
The average as it is. I think we've got a nice square there, and yeah, it works for me.
Yeah, thank you. Nigel? Kieran? We're outside.
Like, the ball should be about here, like here, not all the way up here, I swear. Maybe a bit higher up, like here. The X is just completely off to me, I think. But let's see how their lines work on the full reses. So, let's get into it. Hopefully this will help you guys, and it'll help me anyway. So, I also did replicate the old target that they used in 2019-2020 time, before they changed this target. I recreated it in Photoshop so I could, like, actually get, you know, basically replicate this, but never really use it. I just do it without. They've said something like this, which I am not convinced, but if it's flying past him, it's a weird one. It's a weird one how, like, what angle the picture's taken. If it's like more to the side of the white player, it might look off more to the right. If it's directly face on, maybe it's, I don't know. They've obviously got a reason for doing it. Sorry if my voice is a bit weird. I only got up like an hour ago. I've not eaten yet, so. Oh, so they've said something like that. And then straight through there. Okay, so that's how they've come up with their average, basically. Let's have a look at this one. Imran, who won the electric car, he's an Uber driver, so very convenient. Apparently, like by 2025 or something, all Uber drivers have to have electric cars, so good on him. Let's have a look at this one. This was midweek. I actually didn't bother with midweek. I think plus 20k now is just a bit low for kind of changing your life, but see. I don't know if some people actually kind of do like a hypothetical, you know, where the where the other eye is looking, but I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one, this picture. Let's just do it with the red player, or Clarent, whatever they want to call it. So you can see the reflection of the ball just slightly here. And then on the top of the nose. Ooh, from the top of the nose is bang on. That's usually what they use for the average stuff. But in terms of actually determining the distance, you need to take this guy, I guess, a bit. Yeah, it's probably something like that. And then boom. Oh my god, that's actually really good. Right, so there's that one. I'm doing all these, and then we're gonna get to this week's picture. And if I'm miles off, then I'm miles off. But this is what I did when I got really close week after week. Is I load up like 5 or 6 different pictures and just do the same method. I know the video's getting a bit long, guys, but I hope you guys can stick it out. And I know some people watch the live streams that people do for half an hour to an hour, so I'm trying to keep this pretty concise, but while also giving you a quality kind of take on it. It's obviously easier when you actually know where the target is. That's the thing. That's another thing to think about. So there's a reflection there and there. So that's how you get that one. Okay, this one. I'm going to close these as well. Okay. Yeah, I went miles off to the right on this one. This eye's just looking out into space, I swear, but okay. Ooh. So that gets pretty close to the average. I wouldn't say it's bang on, it's a couple of pixels off, but yep. This week's picture is pretty difficult as well, but I'll keep doing this. Let's say it's more like that. Okay, so that's how you get that one. Again, guys, I'm using light shot, which you can find just by googling light shot. There are other screenshotting tools. You can even use the snipping tool or paint, but this is just my preference because it's quick. Now, I think we've actually had like one of the pictures where I showed one of my first weeks playing. Actually, it was this pitch, I think, with this fence in the background. I just recognised it. I think this is another midweek. Maybe it's a dream card where I didn't play. So, okay, so for this one, we're actually going to go a bit further back from his eye, like between his eye and his ear, like where his facial hair or something, like that, and then. Okay, let's have a look at the reflection with this guy. The reflection is about here, and the reflection is about here. So then going from his nose is like there. So the average is a little bit off to the right, but that might just be my lines. Okay, J-Con, I don't know if he's actually going to take the card, it'd be nice, but I don't know if he will. Okay. Oh god, what am I doing here? Don't know if a lot of people went lower on this one. Okay, that's more like it. There. And also when I'm drawing these lines, I'm not constantly looking at the target, I'm just drawing where I think the lines would be. And it's actually lining up alright. But there's a couple pixels out. Just sideways on that. Okay, and finally, let's get into this week's picture. So, today and today only, I think. They did have a DBS on yesterday. But today is the Huracan STO, which Shmi has just got in purple. It's by non-ad in yellow. if I won this, I obviously couldn't keep the car. I don't think anyone, I don't think anyone really could, unless they literally have a garage, which I don't. So, but 215 cash alternative, and you can even add 50 on top of that. That is crazy. So I'm gonna put the STO on, just for the lols. And actually, with my dream car credit, it's only 92p to play. But yeah, I did spend like 30 or 40 quid, so I only got 15% back or something to get £6. So it's not great. But yeah, if we proceed to play, this is what Cam showed in his live stream. If you do right click on the picture and go inspect and go to sources, go to BOTB.com, Umbraco, click on this one and then open it in a new tab. You get the full res picture without having to play your free ticket. I have played my full free ticket, but I'm not sure if I've gone too high or what, so I'm gonna do it now. So taking into account all the things we've just done, I'm gonna take this guy. This is gonna be really close to this guy actually, maybe. I might actually end up on that black dot. Honestly, it looks like he's trying to lick the ball. I laughed at this picture when I saw it just after midnight. But yeah. Okay, this is actually a lot higher than my free ticket. My free ticket for you guys is like around this area. My. So according to this, average is going to be all the way up here. Let's do it again. So it's in the middle of the green seat practically. That's a great line, James. And you look for things, you know, to kind of line it up with the full res almost. So I don't know if there's anything else we can use for the Y. You may just have to kind of play it by eye a little bit. I don't see any big features that you could line it up with, really. Maybe if you just say it's like halfway between this and, you know, this and this, and it's a little bit higher than that. Ooh. Let's do some more lines quickly. I may end up playing around this area. Always don't spend too much time on the picture, that is the thing, so let's just okay. Yeah, that's looking about right. And the reflection on this guy's eye is about, oh god. Whew. Get it going off the spot. About there. Very subjective drawing line, some people say, but is his head looking more steep, do you think? A hard one, honestly. It's not a great picture this week for me. Then again, maybe it is, I don't know. Okay, so that time, let's take it a little bit further up his nose. Yeah, I'm gonna say about here. I should really take a different colour, but I'm not sure how the two guesses compare. Sometimes what I used to do is actually save these screenshots with the lines. But it's a little bit left. Again, it's nearly with the middle of this green seat. And then going upwards, it's, instead of it being halfway from here to here and up, like here, it's actually down here. So maybe playing a line this way is the strategy. That might be what I do. But then again, it depends. It could be like, you could play like a line going diagonally to the right towards this guy, because he's probably going to end up winning it because his arm's just above the other guy. Yeah. Let's do one more set of lines. One more. Third time's a charm. You never know. Let's video is now 20 minutes, but I may have had to redo the intro, so it might be a little bit less. Okay. Ooh. Take it from a little bit further back, maybe. Oh god. Okay. Now this is a very extreme case where it could be off to the right, maybe. Then again. Man, this is so... Okay, this time it's a little bit off to the right and a little bit up from this black dot. I think as long as you play around this black dot and go a little higher, that's looking like what the full res is telling me. But whether it's going to be a bit more right or left, I'm not sure. Let's have a look again. Let's look really close. So the reflection in this guy's eye is a little bit up here. And here. His eye is so... Yeah, alright. And then... Let's say about there, so it's almost halfway between the top and the black dot, and then on the chair it's weird because the picture's taken at an angle, so if you kind of trace it up at that angle, you may maybe just chatting out my bottom here, but about there. It's just a bit left of the black dot. Again, it is like a 3D picture, so yeah. That looks right to me. It could be lower down, but I think that's about right. So yeah, I'm gonna end it there. I could go back and look at my recording, you know, and maybe I should have saved the pictures. But let's just put a coordinate on the thing. It'd be funny if the coordinate I actually put on here actually wins, you know. That'd be just my luck. So go a little bit up and left. Okay, the magnifier tool is actually a lot better. Obviously use the tools that they give you, but I was just doing it with the full res. Stupid of me. There. Maybe a little bit lower. 21491172. Let's do some more lines quickly. The judges could go further left, you never know though. Such a hard game this, guys. Right now, let me look at this node. Even be a little bit higher. Let's put another point on here. 2167135. So maybe if you play within this kind of ball area, let's just quickly get some Volkswagen up tickets or something. Put 5 in and just dot them around the area. So average. Extreme left. Sorry. Extreme right. There and there. So as long as you play from 2130 to 2191 maybe. 21 to 2180. So 2100 to 2200 on the X I think is looking like the right area. And on the Y it's going to be about 1100 to even be like 1115 to 1175 ish or 1180. But let me 215 let's delete all the coordinates. I'm gonna compare this with my full res thoughts. Maybe this pixel's right for me. But obviously you guys draw your own lines, figure out for yourself. My strategy may be wrong. If you do the same thing, you are probably within a good chance. But there is maybe a week to week deviation in what the judges do. So could even be a little bit lower. Need to think on it a little bit, but that is pretty much it from me. I'm gonna go get some food soon and maybe debate the picture for a little longer, but don't spend too long on it, guys. This video is getting pretty long now, and hopefully you will see a winner. Cam's been doing really well. He's had like quite a lot of winners in his family, as he calls it. So actually maybe not recently, but Joe Knight here, he was one of Cam's. This guy was one of Cam's. And some people, maybe they just found Cam afterwards. It's a bit of a weird one. Like, I don't know if you're being punished for kind of spending loads of time and thought on it. The judges really don't spend enough time on the picture, but it is how it is. And I don't know how they actually show their thing, whether they go in a private room and then show the judging, or if they show it to the rest of the group. I don't think so though. I think it's kind of done in confidentiality, so I'm not sure how they get it recorded. But it's me bored just drawing lines now. Yeah, I think that area is good for me. I'll have a look at my full res things and try and translate them over. But yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Let me know what car you guys are going to be playing for if you've made it to the end. And yeah, I honestly don't know myself. Like, I don't want to spend too much, but at the same time I would like around 100,000 if I won. honestly, because then I could put like 50 away and use 50 and not feel too bad. But on the other hand, you could, you know, get a car plus 50k, stash the stash like 30 or 40 away and still spec up your car. So I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one. I don't know what to do. Also, how many tickets to play. Yeah, I've been playing quite a few tickets. Need to do view order. Yeah, I did 12, 3, 1, 1. Maybe I've got a bit of a problem. 1, 1, 1, 10, 4, 3, 1. But I did spend 3 days before I actually played any more tickets thinking about it. And I was pretty happy. Like, you have to get to the point where, you know, just stop and I'll have one more go at this. To figure out where that black dot is, what the pixel the black dot is, I might even do that quickly, and then I'm gonna go probably a bit up and left. But imagine if they actually have the average on the black dot. It's like 1272, 1215, and then it could just be like a little bit up and left, but it is the judges' average. You know, they could go miles up. It's all a calculated average as well, so you may be better off. Okay, I can't clear the corners, huh? Did I log out? What's going on? Oh. You may be better off playing it like the judges, you know, putting a point here, putting a point here, putting a point there, putting a point there, and calculating your average. Yeah, I don't know. As some people have said, maybe I'm in the habit of judging, you know, guessing the average. Like, that's what we had to do ages ago when there was less judges and it was like, you know, there was like big spread. You had to kind of guess where the average would land, and that is still the case, but you actually end up with a pretty tight cluster now. So you haven't got to kind of, I don't know, think of as many extreme coordinates either side. There are some people who have won the competition who come back and post in the live stream chat and they're miles off where the actual winning coordinate is. So I don't know how they ended up winning. Whereas Darren, I think it's Darren Godson, I forget his name. Super Drives. I don't know where I find it. Okay, well, it doesn't tell me here. All competitions. If Darren Godson, this guy's won twice. He won the Bentley and then he won the Super Drives. So he knows what he's doing really with the technique, I think. And I'm not sure he's going to give it away, but I think it's going to be something like this. So I'm going to end this video now. I've been rambling on for a bit, and hopefully it helps you guys out. And I will be looking at some of the other YouTube videos on where they put theirs, but I'm probably not going to let it influence me this time. I'm going to stick with what I know really got me close after doing it for weeks and weeks and weeks back in a few years ago. So that is it from me. This is James Ostolzi. I'm out. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and let me know what else you want me. Let me know what else you want to see. Alright, guys. Peace.